Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lalit and I'm the editor of www.cinemapoet.com website. And today I have with me two special guests all the way from Germany, Schmidt and Inge Vogt. They are from Munich and they show Indian films in Germany. So I would like to talk to them about how they've decided to show Indian films in Germany. So Hannes, I would like to know how you have decided to show Indian films in Germany.
For two reasons. One reason was that we many years ago we were surprised to see when we saw our first Malayalam movie in Toronto. I don't remember the title. Surprised because it was so different from what we knew about Bollywood films. At that time we didn't know much. So we, like many Germans, we thought that Bollywood films would be about kitsch and dancing and romantic comedy and things like that. And our first Malayalam movie led us directly into village life. We didn't know about regional cinema at that time and how big the production was, the output.
You mean Indian regional cinema?
Right.
Regional cinema in India.
So we were surprised to see an alternative to what we knew about Indian cinema, and that somehow fixed us off. And we thought it would be nice to show this to German people, to kind of get rid of a prejudice we felt they had. And because we had fallen much in love with Indian culture, we felt this kind of mission. I don't like to put myself as a missionary, but that was something we felt we had to do. And then we got deeper into the film scene here, especially in Kerala, and found out about this fantastic experimental phase they had in the 70s with people like Aravind and Gopala Krishna, and suddenly we were confronted with art house cinema in India. And also what we very much liked was that the idea that people here in India in the 70s knew very well about Fassbinder, whereas us German intellectuals didn't know a thing about Indian cinema. So these two things that we became more and more interested emotionally led to our kind of mission to present a German audience with
okay. I'll move on to Inge and I'll ask her, Inge, what does she think of this year's edition, 16th edition of International Film Festival of Kerala? Has she seen some interesting Indian films which she would like to show in Germany?
I don't know now. We are not so sure. We are not so happy about what we saw about Indian films. We are enthusiastic about what we saw anyway in South America and Turkish films, and the technique of filmmaking improved a lot. The Indian or also Kerala Malayalam films are quite well made.
Technically
fantastic, but the stories are very romantic, melodramatic, and sometimes it's a little bit too much.
Okay.
May I help?
Yeah.
A little, because you said something very interesting about this, the problem of Indian or Malayalam movies to get rid of this ritualistic thing.
Yeah.
It's a kind of formalism which is still deep in the society and stops stops individual processes to free the individual from this being bound in this
in the society and families and rituals. So we had this discussion yesterday. Maybe it's because of the Indian mentality anyway. It's concentrated on the group and on rituals, especially the Hindu life is much more ritualized than ours. I think the process of individualization is on a different point as ours. And we lost the feeling for group and society and family, and the Indians, they have a fantastic feeling for group, society and family, but it's a lack of individuality. Maybe that's it.
On the formal level, how it shows is that the description of the characters, they never really go deep. Like in yesterday we saw this film. You remember this?
Indian film?
No, it was not an
Argentina.
Oh yeah.
Argentina.
The cat disappears.
No,
The one Julia Morat with the old lady and the man. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Things remember.
The young photographer.
Yes.
There, you know, the portraits of the individuals, they were very deep, and they were done by cineastic means, by the way they were shown, they were not saying things. Another thing about the Malayalam thing is, my criticism is, and it's a pity I have to say that they didn't learn Malayalam directors from now. They never learned from
the old masters.
The old masters never learned from Gopala Krishna. There was a big chance to do really cinema, meaning talking with pictures, not with language.
Words, yes.
It has so many dialogues.
Yes,
it's like
yes.
TV soap.
Yes.
And it's a pity because he had so much potential.
Yeah, it's more verbal than visual. Yeah.
So that there you see the old theater. You see how the cinema also developed from drama, acting.
It's different. It's a little bit different. If you remember Abu, son of Adam, this film has wonderful pictures, really wonderful, and it's a nice story. It's told about, but it's very romantic and.
So finally, you want to say that Malayalam filmmakers should get rid of this romantic elements and melodrama and concentrate more on the visual aspects.
More courage to be cheap.
A really story which is told from inside people.
Not from us.
Yes,
because this Muslim in Abu, he was like a saint. People like that don't exist.
Okay. Hannes, I would like to know about your festival in Germany. What kind of audience do you have for the festival, and how do you develop the taste for Indian cinema in the minds of the public?
The biggest festival we've done so far 3 years ago, that was for a big it's an adult education institution, but they're also doing big cultural programs. So the audience was really mixed, all kinds of people, and they have a big range, a big distribution of their flyers and things. So many people were attracted from all kinds of social backgrounds. And what was your question?
Yeah, how do you develop the taste for Indian cinema in the minds of German people? But
I think our audience is falling apart because we are not reaching the audience, for example, the Bollywood community.
Yes.
This is totally different. There's a big Bollywood community in Germany, but people who come to our programs, they are English-speaking people because our films are subtitled and intellectuals usually, and we also did some introduction to explain the surroundings of the stories. So I think that's different.
What we still have not succeeded in was the original idea of showing all kinds of, all levels of, like Malayalam cinema, the classics, the experimentalist, the middle cinema, the purely entertaining mainstream cinema, and meanwhile it has become even more complicated because we have discovered regional, in Indian regional cinema in all what it means, you know, and that's a huge field of opportunity. And we also meanwhile, we can't really decide if we want to show mainly art house films, which is what we personally like very much, or we want to show Mammootty and Mono-like films. And so what we at the moment do is not a big festival idea, it's more like a seminar or a series. We show sequels of, in every semester of this institution, we show on 3 evenings, 3 selected movies and give them a certain topic and hope by this also to get a diversified understanding of the culture of India.
One last quick word about the audience in Kerala, the people who come to watch the films at the festival.
Okay.
It's different.
We always telling people in a very enthusiastic way about this nice festival, but then we forget one thing, and that is the audience. Because after one screening, we remember, oh, there was something. You know, unfortunately, we think they're very undisciplined. They're not supposed to have their mobile switch on.
Yes.
What they do, but they not only have it on.
It's a different culture, you know. It's like a Kathakali show. People come and go and talk to their relatives and mobiles.
That's right.
Totally different.